Oh, g'day boys and girls. How's it all going? How's 2026 so far? How was your Christmas and all that? My Christmas was pretty low key. Just me and the wife and a friend. Christmas was quite chilled. I was lucky enough to receive some free cannabis edibles. Not for Christmas, but just before. So I ended up having a little one Christmas day, which was quite nice. Made for a very relaxing day. And the next day even more so. I got myself a 4-pack of the Prancing Pony Indian Red Ale, or the IRA. It's my most favourite beer in the world. So I had 4 of those, a couple of gins the wife made me, and needless to say, I was in quite a relaxed state. I made an awesome turkey bloody lunch with roast potatoes and carrots and all that. Absolutely beautiful. And then New Year's Eve, I just had a real quiet one on my own because the missus went to work, making the big bucks. And I just took the hub drive bike down to Brighton Beach for the 9:30 fireworks. And yeah, turned out really good. It was quite windy earlier in the day, but it kind of died down by the time I got there. It was very chilly. I had to put my bloody winter riding clothes on. Tracksuit, bloody long sleeve t-shirt thing, and then with me David Bowie jacket on top of that. That's my silver wind reflective thingy I'm sure you've seen. So yeah, I took the 360 camera down there, did some video, took a few photos. Did not drink any alcohol at all. Haven't done since Boxing Day. And yeah, so my New Year's resolution is to drink a lot less alcohol. And what else have I been doing? Well, bought 2 tickets to see The Darkness at the end of Feb in Adelaide. It's been ages since I've been out to see a live gig. I think the last one was Electric Mary, and that was like yonks ago. I mean, I go and see a couple of little quiet shows here and there, but you know, not a proper touring gig. So yeah, I've been getting right into The Darkness of late, and it's made me pick the guitar up again, which is great because the riffs are really easy to play. So I've been jamming out to that. Also with me mate Richard down the road, a couple of jams here and there. Should be a good show actually. Some Aussie artist is going to support them. Female-headed band, I can't remember the name. Something Flower, Rage Flower, I think it is. Yeah, I haven't really sussed them out except for a couple of Instagram clips. They sound alright. The band I've been listening to right now is called The Flukes of Sendington. They're from Byron Bay. And if you're into that kind of desert stoner, psych, kind of progressive Aussie rock, suss them out, mate. They've got one album. I'm listening to it right now. Really good music. A lot of that kind of clean, reverby Strat sound. Epic vocals and you know, big open sounds. Bit of rubbish here still. Two overnight campers. So yeah, I was thinking I might just head down through like Sturt River linear trail and maybe into the city. Just yeah, head along the Merino Rocks Greenway or something. See how we go. I just cleaned up the bike today, gave it a bit of a spit and polish. See if we can keep it dust free, eh? I was even thinking maybe head along the Torrens for a little bit. Got the 625 watt hour battery on board, so hey Skip, what are you doing there, mate? Geez, I don't often see kangaroos in there. Telling me 47 k's range in mode 2. So yeah, it's basically what would you call it, Tour Plus. Fuck riding on roads, though, eh? It's the most unrelaxing experience. So I went over into Hallett the other day, just quickly, and came across my first bloody snake for the season. It was literally, you know, on my path and sort of curled up. Or it was kind of like an S shape, and your brain sees it. You go, is that a branch? Is that a... No, it's moving, it's a snake. So we go under the new underpass. We'll head down towards Darlington. But yeah, so, there's still a lot of grass growing on the side of the trails, which is quite tall, but this is a section that was quite open. But anyway, you get that this time of year. So we can just see here, we've got a whole bunch of new plantings, some kind of natives, I would assume. What, mate? And then we're back onto the old path. So this is the one with all the lumps and the bumps, especially on the fast downhill section. There's a couple of bumps there that I really need to iron out. I need to bring my bloody fluoro paint tin and keep it in my backpack, and then just highlight it and right on there, fix this up. Mount Lofty's looking clear as today. Thought about putting the bike in the car and going up there. Plus I had a bit of an edible yesterday as well. So I don't know, this whole thing with the bloody cannabis being detected in your system, while you're driving, I hear some people tell me that, it's like, it's in there for 3 days, it's in there for 2 weeks. They can still bust you for it. It's like, but I'm not high. It was yesterday. Yet I can have a little bit of alcohol in my system. I could have been slightly over the limit, but then come back down and I can still drive. Like they need to get that shit sorted out. Not everyone wants to drink alcohol. So people like the cannabinoid side of things. Tell you what, man, this wind is blowing right now. G'day, mate. And with this mic here, I hope you can hear what's going on. I do need to watch out for a bump here in my camera at one point. G'day, mate. It's great, you can just do a leisurely 55 k's or whatever down that hill without even pedalling. So I've got the drone on board as well today. This is my backpack. I don't know if or when or where I'll use it. But I just thought I'd bring it just in case. I took it down through Hairy Hoo the other day. It actually did really well. Did not crash once. If you look at my last video on YouTube, the one about DJI Neo 2 eMTB mode settings or something. Yeah, it's really good when you go slow, but it just can't handle you riding fast on trails with too many overhanging trees. So it's got its place, but it's not, MTB trail ready. Not at riding speed anyway, Yeah, so Field River Management Plan has been released. Well, the Field River Conservation Park Management Plan. They've done a draft release, or whatever you want to call it. It's been drafted. It's up online. If you go onto the eMTB Adventures Adelaide, you'll see it, and you can just search for it on Google. Just sign up to have your say. It's a good thing to do anyway. It's nothing. You don't get spammed. I mean, you just get emails about interest. You can tick your interests to do with cycling infrastructure, or whatever the kind of things that the government has a hand in. You can have your say. Whether it makes a difference or not, yeah, who knows. But the green light. So yeah, get on board. Have a bit of a look over it. You can use AI to summarise it for you. Just point out all the bits to do with cycling or any negative impacts on cycling. Couldn't find any negative impacts on it. It seems like they want to incorporate it. Just a matter of doing it in a manageable way that goes with their conservation ideology, I guess, values. So yeah, I just put forward a thing, and you can see my submission. I just put it up there on the Facebook group as well. If you want to copy and paste it and change it, whatever. Well, basically just said on there that they really need to make sure that they can put trails in and make sure that they're sufficiently sort of graded and you know, follow the contour and yeah, blah blah blah. I just use Google Gemini to help me tidy things up, because you know, you got to try and speak their language a bit to get your point across sometimes. But I just sort of made note that, you know, it's going to be well, it would be a great connection between Hallett, Cove and Ranella to get through, and to have the river crossings more navigable, because you know, like they can be a bit washed out at times, muddy, and they're very rocky. Like the rocks on there, some of them are baby head size rocks, you know, like it's, yeah. So it's just a matter of, you know, planning and see what they come up with and see what, you know, whose ideas they take on board. And I said, you know, you need to use like a professional commercial trail builder to, if you want to get trails that are good and people want to use them and people don't, you know, want to go off and start making their own trails like all the motos and four-wheel drives doing there. That's the other thing, you know, trying to keep all those muppets out. They just want somewhere to play, I guess. But yeah, it's just, they just wreck the joint, mate. You have to go and pay for a bloody pay to play up at Mount Barker. What's that joint called? Where you can take your four-wheel drive. You can't take your motorbike there though, apparently. They don't have insurance for motorbike riders, I don't know. Anyway, we'll go along this Sturt River here and we'll suss out some of this artwork. Oh, check that out, that is sick. Wow, that looks wicked. That is a Photoshop, man, that one. Don't know if the camera's picking it up with all the distortion from the seam stitching. That actually looks like somebody I know, but I'm not going to say who. It's not my wife. But yeah, looks like she's had a big New Year's Eve. There's actually heaps of new art along here, I reckon. It looks, yeah, it looks like they've gone over it with a, I don't know who done that, probably the bloody owners of the building. You know, with the big thing. Why would you bother? Just leave it. Let people do their graffiti on here. It looks great. Gives the place vibrancy, you know, culture. It's on the other side of your wall. You muppets that work there don't even see it unless you come around here and look at it. And then if you did, you'd probably appreciate it. Anyway, I'm a big fan of that kind of shit. Well, there's a BMX if you want it. I'm a big fan of that kind of stuff, but yeah, the scribble shit that you see, the amateur beginner crap, nah. Just keep that shit under wraps, mate, until you get good enough to do what you can see over there, and then have a crack. That's cool too, that thing. Made out of bloody bolts and nuts and screw bits and drill bits, and this crossing here is shit. Would have been great if they could have done an underpass here, because it just gets so much use and there's so many cars. Although not too bad this time of year. But if you try and use this during peak hours for commuting, you could be waiting there quite a bit. You've got to wait for the lights to change and all the cars to stop so you can get across. Another one of Australia's signature cycling infrastructure bloody peeves. So they do this one up here. This is designed to make people slow down. Not everyone does. You've got to approach it with caution, but still, you know, you just need to have more of that. I guess the main arterial roads is kind of hard. Let's chuck a Hindley, as they say. Classics. $30Ks, yeah, well, we went 28, that's all good. Cars can sit up my arse. Oh yeah. Peter Rabbit's still going, nice. I'm doing 39, that's it, 29 k's, 30 k's. This is my bike path on that. It is working. It just takes forever. Not ideal is the bloody remote control, but it takes forever to bloody engage and start recording. Just wanted to show you North Terrace here. There is no, they get the bike lanes on North Terrace. It's 50 k's along here as well. You get a massive wide sidewalk, but nothing for cycling unless you want to ride on the sidewalk. And Adelaide really have to stick together. Like in Spain and in Paris, the width of this sidewalk would be converted into a cycling lane. On this section just here, leave the trees there, cycling lane there, it's got plenty of room for it. You've got this mixed scenario here. It's Adelaide just needs to get its shit together. So if one are meant to believe, that forested area up there on the left, it's out of bounds at the moment. From the street level up above, it's all been fenced off quite some way. You can see it in one of my videos. And you can't ride the single track through there. So there's a big bloody breakout of some insect parasite bloody disease. Although look at this one here, this. Okay. Oh, we must be down this end already. Yeah, right. I did say I would avoid going on the path today, but well, it's a natural instinct, isn't it? I want to get up here on these things. This is a nice spot, but yeah, further that way, you cannot actually ride the rest of the single track because of the disease, so they fenced it all off. This is a pretty nice, easy going. Got an e-bike for time anyway. I thought it's green track. How's the view just here? Look at that. That's sick. It's an odd bit of track here, actually. I don't reckon I've actually come up through this way before. If I have, bloody once, it's kind of real new. Bloody olive trees. I've been down this way a couple of times, but it's short. There's all your single track there. I think you've got the, they call it Blackhill Conservation Park just up there in those hills, but it's really bloody steep. It's kind of like e-bike territory or hiking. Well, there you go. I thought I'd hit that rather early. So yeah, here's where you can't go any further. So that's the problem. No, I think we just go back the way we came because that was quite a nice little track, that. And then yeah, go along the bike path. So I wonder if they've actually already done this part up here, because there's lots of new plants you've got to see and not a lot of concrete. So I'm wondering maybe if they come through here already and eradicate the plants that have been infected. We'll go ahead there to see all the piles of bloody 3 litre. Yeah, this is nice. These tyres and these pressures, best for this kind of track. So let's better take it a little bit easily. Well, I'd do dumps if I didn't have the camera hanging off my bloody selfie stick on the handlebars. But in all honesty, you know, in hindsight, now knowing about this motor bracket problem that these bikes, well, this Gen 4 thing is, you know, inherited or whatever you want to call it. It's kind of like, do I really want to ride trails hard on this bike? Because this makes me, you know, think twice, because yeah, putting all of that pressure through those brackets into the motor, because there's no rear suspension to take it up. It's only got the front suspension, which ain't much. So it's probably why the brackets on this had broken a bolt. Halfway down crazy. Yeah, compared to the jam. And I mean, you know, I've probably just ridden a few little rock gardens and still got to take it a lot easier on this bike, but yeah,